I'm a prisoner.
Alright, solving rational expressions is actually, we've already done most of this. We're just adding one more thing to it, so it's not something that should be very difficult for you because we've already done the groundwork.
How could I say I'm free? Have life above.
My first video, for whatever reason, got deleted from my phone, so I'm not writing this out again since I've already written it out. Here are the 6 steps that you need. Pause the video and copy it down. Pause the video and copy it down because I'm going to continue. Okay, so we're going to take a look at an example. So example 1. This is a listening check. This is a listening check. Go ahead and color that plus sign right now. Go ahead and color that plus sign between the 2 rational expressions. So the very first thing it says is put parentheses around any addition and subtraction. That's what we're going to do. Put parentheses where you see addition and subtraction. There we go. Alright, then draw a river. So go ahead and draw a river. Alright, then third step is going to be to make all the denominators the same. And if you've forgotten how to do this, just look at how you did it in adding and subtracting rational expressions. Okay, so factor everything, make the denominator the same. If you multiply to the bottom, make sure you multiply to the top. That's basically all it is. Okay, so what do I need? I need x minus 7 on this first one. So if I do it to the bottom, I'll do it to the top. On this second one, I need an x, so it can look like that. So an x, if I do it to the bottom, do it to the top. And on this one, I need an x. If I do it to the bottom, do it to the top. Alright, then step 4 says, get in the house if needed and ignore the denominator. So we're going to get in the house. Alright, now this is where you guys mess up with the sign. So 1 times x is x, negative 7. And this is a plus, but sometimes it can be a minus, so be careful. So that's just plus x equals x squared minus 6x. Alright, step 5. It says ignore the denominators. So you're not going to write those denominators down, you're going to ignore them. Just solve the numerators. That's all you're doing is solving the numerators. Alright, so let's combine like terms. That's going to be 2x minus 7 equals x squared minus 6x. Alright, I'm going to take the 2x to the other side. What happens when I cross the river? It changes to negative 2x. And I'm just going to line it up under like terms. That's gone. Do the same thing for minus 7. What's going to happen when that crosses the river? It's going to become plus 7. Now cross that out. On the left hand side, what do you have left? Nothing. So put 0. And then on the right hand side, let's combine like terms. So we've got x squared. And then we've got tiger meets tigers. So more tigers. That's going to be 8 tigers in total. And just 7. Alright, now solve this. What does this look like? What we've been doing for I don't know how long. Factor it. So it's going to be x and x, 2 numbers that multiply to 7, add to 8, 7 and 1. And then what are the signs? Positive 7 and negative 8, negative and negative. Because that's going to be positive 7 and negative 8. Alright, so then x is equal to, cover 1 up, take the negative 7 to one side. So it's going to be plus 7. So x equals 7. Or x equals, cover the other one up, minus 1 to the other side, plus 1. So x equals 7 or 1. Now this final step is very, 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 very important. Check the solution. Remember the denominator of a rational expression cannot be 0 because you can never divide by 0. It's going to give you an error. So you have to check your answers. So starting with 7, we're going to plug it back into the original equation all the way at the top. 7 minus 7, that's going to give me 0. 0 times anything is 0. So remember, your denominator cannot be 0. That's why I'm only checking the denominator. So x equals 7 cannot be a solution. So I'm going to say it one more time for you. Denominator cannot be equal to 0, so x cannot equal to 7. So the only solution is x equals 1. Alright, let's take a look at another example. This is a listening check. This is a listening check. Go ahead and underline that word expressions. Just underline the word expressions only. Go ahead and underline the word expressions. Alright, so first step again is we're going to put parentheses around any addition, subtraction, and draw a river. So let's go ahead and do that. Parentheses over anything that's addition and subtraction, and then draw your river. Alright, third step is we're going to make all the denominators the same. See, adding and subtracting rational expressions if you need to. So remember, to make the denominator the same, you first have to factor everything so that you can see what you need. From multiply to the bottom, multiply to the top. Alright, so let's factor. Hopefully you can see the shortcut one. Remember, you can take the square root of both things and it's separated by a negative. You can factor it with a shortcut. So that's going to be 6 and x. So 6, and the order has to stay the same. 6 and x, and then it's going to be plus and minus. 6 and x plus and minus. That's just a shortcut. And everything else stays the same. Alright, let's make the denominator the same. Let's see, the second one needs a 6 minus x. So if you do it to the bottom, do it to the top. And then that last one needs a 6 plus x. You do it to the bottom, do it to the top. This is a listening check. This is a listening check. Go ahead and put a circle around that equal sign right there. Put a circle around that equal sign. Alright, step 4, get in the house if needed and ignore the denominators. So once you made the denominators the same, you can just ignore them because on both sides they're going to cancel out. Alright, so let's get in the house if needed and ignore the denominators. So I'll have 60 plus 6, so plus 6 times 6, which is 36, so plus 36. And then 6 times negative x, negative 6x equals 30 plus 5x. Alright, let's see what we can do. How about we get all the x's on one side? Alright, so it says solve the numerators. All the x's on one side, all the numbers on the other. Alright, so let me start with that negative 6x. Remember the sign's attached to the number. Take the other side, it's going to become plus. That's gone. Or let's get rid of this number. Take that to the other side, it's going to become negative. And I'm just lining it up under what's easy. Alright, so let's combine. 60 minus 30 is 30, plus the 36 that's already there, that's 66. And then 5 plus 6 is 11. What do I do now? That's right. Divide both sides by 11. So we're going to get x is equal to 6. Again, this step is very important. You have to check your solution. Remember, the denominator of a rational expression cannot be 0. So you have to always do this. So you're going to put 6. So you're going to check just the bottom one is all that you need to check. So 6 squared is 36. That's going to be 36 minus 36. That's going to give me 0. So can x equals 6 be a solution? No. Remember, the denominator cannot equal 0, so x equals 6 is not a solution. It is an empty set or no solution, and that symbol, that's what that means. And that's it. So let's go ahead and do a little practice so we can get good at this.